particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Fresno State's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. Hard running there. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So the UNLV Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And they fail to hook up on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fresno State will have to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quick release by the QB. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Rebels want to move quickly. Third down play from the gun. Dances away to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Offense in the hurry-up.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, what a move to get open. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
UNLV 7, Fresno State 0.
Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Find some fresh air. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
7, Fresno State, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it to the right side. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games.
Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabs it in the middle. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Look out, he's got room. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's late. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Toure. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride at the 15. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the backfield, he's open. Pushed down for the tackle. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. At the 45, on his way. Found the seam on the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The give out of the gun. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st down. Made a defender miss. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. The big fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. With the catch, it's Weeks. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Weeks. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Weeks. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage. But you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch right at the 50. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to pull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good after the miss here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked. Rebels offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's reeled in. It's Hubbard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always